Hello there, my friends. Amy Friese reporting to you today on Wednesday, September 11th, 2013, for another one of my video installations for my Ironman Wisconsin journey. I have to show you something. Look at this. This is a finisher's medal. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. And I wear it with pride because I finished my Ironman. And oh yay, I love. So I did it! I finished in just shy of 16 hours, and we had 17 hours to finish, so hey, I was happy as a clam to beat 16 hours and come under. So rock on, very cool. So I want to tell you a little snippet of the experience, and I decided the best way to break it up would be to do a couple different videos. So one on overall, on the bike, or I'm sorry, on the swim, on the bike, and on the run, and then maybe a wrap-up one. I haven't decided exactly how many, but for this video, all I want to do is to share with you a little bit of where my mental preparation was and what it was like just to be in Madison like the couple days before Ironman. So it'll be kind of like exercise and training and then the nutrition and motivation. So we'll pull all that stuff together. Okay, so my friend Janet and I, who have been training together all year, we left for Madison on Friday morning and had everything packed. And before we even left, I knew and had decided to stay calm. So I knew that if I didn't stay calm, I was going to freak out. And I didn't want to freak out, because then that would just make the whole day horrible. So I just decided, literally, rationally decided, that everything was going to be fine. And then I would just go with the flow, and I would take it as it comes, and da-da-da-da-da. Because I had done everything in my control up until that point. So that worked well. So Friday, Janet and I got there, I don't know, 10:30 or so, got in line for registration, got all of our stuff. That was fantastic. It took us about 45 minutes, but there were great people in line, so we chatted it up. Great energy there. I didn't sense any nervousness, but that could have been because I was trying to be and staying really calm. So we got registration done, and then we threw on our wetsuits and went out into Lake Monona. And it was just like any other swim. It just happened to be in the same lake that I was going to swim my Ironman. So in, out, I mean, maybe 600 yards. We swam out to the ramp, from the ramp out to the helix, from the helix out and back. Easy schmoozy. Went and ate lunch, had a nice big salad with some sirloin and French onion soup. Good sodium. Went back to the room, or I should say checked into the room, dropped off our stuff, and chilled for a bit, and then went to the athlete dinner, and then promptly went home, back to the room, and chilled out again, and just went to sleep. Tried to stay off of our feet as much as possible. Got up Saturday morning and jumped on the computers. It was really cool because we each had our own double bed, right? And we stayed at the Hampton Inn East Madison, so we were about 6 miles away out on Washington, which worked perfect. It's like a straight shot from downtown, so I highly recommend those hotels out there, and there's tons of stuff across the street. There's a Starbucks down the way, but we just got up and, you know, I made coffee and we had breakfast because I brought food and just bebopped around and did our own thing like for 2 or 3 hours, and then finally got up because we had packed our transition bags, our swim to run T1, or I'm sorry, swim to bike T1, and then bike to swim, bike to run. My brain is a little fried, T2. Threw together some special needs bag stuff, and then our morning bags closed. So had all that ready. So then when we got up Saturday morning, all we had to do was double check each other's work. So that was kind of fun. What we did is Janet would tell me what she had in one of her bags, and then I would list off what I had in my bags, and we would double check each other's work and say, hey, did you think about this, or what about that, or should you put that there, or would it make more sense to put it here? So that was awesome. And then we loaded up the bikes on the car. Simone is my bike, and the bitch is Janet's bike. So that's awesome. And dropped everything off Saw some people, some of our friends that were volunteering. That was awesome. We saw Ed Doolin, who's in charge of the transition area. Saw Dave, and gosh, I know we ran into like people all weekend long. So like, there's so many people that were there. It was the support was unbelievable. And then after we dropped off the stuff, we had packed a lunch, and so then we ate our lunch down by the lake. So we found a little picnic area. That was really fun, very relaxing. And then we went back. We were going to go to the athlete meeting, but we decided not to. So we headed back to the hotel room and then just chilled for a couple hours. Had dinner with our friends Deb and Sue at Monty's Grill, which I highly recommend. Very good. I had a grass-fed beef burger on gluten-free bread, and then Janet and I shared a piece of key lime pie. So good. And then went home and went to bed. Because before we had gone to dinner, I laid out everything for the morning, so I didn't have to think of a thing. I posted a picture on Facebook. It's like, it was so comforting to know that I had, there's my swimsuit and my wetsuit and my shoes and my food and all of I had my special needs bags still there, and then I had the morning of bag, so it was like boom, 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 boom. So all I had to do was get up, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, do all that good stuff. Except that I forgot to brush my teeth on Ironman morning. I hope I didn't have bad breath. It's not until we got to Monona Terrace, so I turned to Janet and said, I totally forgot to brush my teeth. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Anyway, but then got up Sunday morning, and Janet made coffee, and we just got ready, grabbed all our stuff, headed out to the Monona Terrace. Deb and Sue were across the hall from us, so we took 2 cars and drove down there, and we just did our thing. We had, however, we had an agenda of how to do things, and I just need to give it a huge kudos and shout out to my coach and friend Dave for giving us like the back scenes in his experience of what to do, and that was really, really helpful. So we did that on Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday morning we tried something a little bit different. So instead of parking near the square, we parked near the water because we found this really sweet parking spot, and that's where we were parking all week, or weekend. So instead of going on the square and coming down special needs and then to the helix into body marking, we went to the water and kind of did it backwards. So that was the only change, and it worked out fine. I mean, it worked out fantastic. We still got in the water and we still did our thing. So that was wonderful. Very cool. The only workout that I did was that swim. My run before that was on Wednesday. I was still at home. And my bike before that, I want to say it was on today? Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, because Thursday I had off. So, taper week. Loved taper week. My experience with taper, the mental challenges really happened 3 and 4 weeks ago, when I still had just enough time to potentially make some changes for fitness, and I was kind of in that place where I second guess myself. I'm like, should I do more hill repeats? Should I swim a full 2.5 miles? And oh my God, I only ran 17 miles on my longest run. And that was like mind-boggling, which is why I decided to kind of surrender and just let it all come together this last week before Ironman. So that was really good. I mean, I loved sleeping in. I did have to pay specific attention to tapering back my food, because one of the ways that I deal with anxiety is to eat, because it feels good to be doing something and that makes me happy, and then you have that endorphin release too and that serotonin release. So I had to be really cognitive about that, cognizant I should say, about that. And some days it was easier than others, I'll be honest, but all in all, I would consider it a success. But yeah, you know, I mean, I have so much more that I want you to know and that I want to share with you, so that you can hopefully learn from it if this is your first Ironman, or you're just thinking about doing Ironman, or you've already done a lunch. But it was amazing. It was amazing. The one last thing that I want to share with you has to do with motivation and inspiration, because during the run and the bike, I heard a lot of people yell things similar to, "You're awesome, you're amazing, I can't believe, you know, you're doing this, you look great." And I'm thinking to myself, I am a 41-year-old woman who owns her own business, who does the exact same things that everybody else does, that you do on a daily basis. What makes me awesome and different? Like, and I felt in a good way so ordinary, but I was doing this extraordinary thing. And it wasn't until after the race that it really made me think about how strong the human spirit is. Because as I'll share with you in future videos, there were times when it was really mentally and physically challenging. And I'm a firm believer that anybody can do an Ironman if you put your mind to it. I saw all types of bodies. I saw all types of genders. I saw people pushing and pulling other people. Okay? There's a Team Triumph that does this. So if you can bring somebody else on this journey, you can bring yourself. It's just mind-boggling. So it's the human spirit. It's the focusing on what you really want and making it happen. And you know, in the first video that I did that started this journey a year ago, I set out some goals and some expectations, aspirations on what I wanted to learn and take away and why I was doing Ironman Wisconsin. And I learned those plus so much more. I learned how to face my fears and move through them, and to learn that feelings are just feelings, and to learn that I have a physical capacity that well goes beyond what I ever thought it could. And it really empowered me in a lot of ways personally, and it also made me and helped me feel more connected to everyone else in a bigger way too. So the energy in that place is unbelievable. Oh my God, unbelievable. But anyway, so oh, and I got my tattoo too. And I'm gonna post it on Facebook. I'm not even gonna take the camera and show you my leg. I have it in my upper right calf, but I'll post some pictures on Facebook, so you can take a gander at it if you want. But that's it for now, my friends. Amy Friese reporting and checking out today for one of her final Ironman Wisconsin journey videos. My plan, however, is to continue to do videos on a weekly basis. So it won't necessarily be about Ironman, but maybe it will. I haven't decided yet. So, but check me out on Facebook and on Twitter, Amy Friese, AMYFRIESE, or on my website, fearlessnutritionllc.com, or you can shoot me an email at fearlessnutritionllc@gmail.com. And meet me. Oh, I do have to give a special shout out to the gentleman that I met on the swim. Well, in the middle of the swim, this man, bless his heart, turns and says, "Are you Amy Friese?" And I said, "Yes, I am." He's like, "I watch your videos." And I'm like, of all the places to meet cool people, in the middle of the water. And I also like to say hi to Chris. And thanks for saying hi on the run. It was so nice and awesome to run with you and learn a little bit more about you. So reach out, my friends. It was so cool. It was so cool to meet everybody. And you don't have to do it on Ironman Day. So I'll talk to you again soon. All right, so Amy Friese checking out. And remember, my friends, to eat smart, move strong, and live fearless. Take advantage of that awesome and amazing human spirit that lives inside of you. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.